Back in 2006, I came across a documentary called The Secret.
I'd been given a glimpse of a great secret.
It's about a philosophy known as the law of attraction. Basically, think about what you want, believe you already have it, and the universe gives it to you.
If you see it in here, you're going to hold it here.
This sounded so awesome to me. So I got to work on it. But something didn't feel right. It was like one of those get-rich-quick schemes.
$380,000. That's what's earned in direct marketing every minute.
Where they keep talking about how much money you'll make, but never tell you how. The Secret is eerily similar.
I live in a $4.5 million mansion. I get to vacation in all the fabulous spots of the world because of knowing how to apply The Secret.
But thankfully, it can work. It's more pedestrian than simply wishing things into existence.
Wishful thinking or imaginary craziness.
So how does the law of attraction actually work? They do hint to it a few times in the documentary. First, let's talk about inviting things into your life.
You're activating a thought, and the law of attraction is responding to that thought and bringing you things that match that.
Now, when you invite something into your life, you will start to notice things that match it.
Hello, we're twins. We're twins. Yes, sir.
Think about the last time you bought a new car, truck, whatever. You have now invited that make and model into your life, and supplanted your previous vehicle in your conscious and subconscious. And I bet you now see that kind all the time while on the road. This is a basic example of inviting something into your life. The reason it works, and you see your car everywhere, is because of how connected you are to it. I know this sounds weird, but consider the investment of time and money you made to get it, how often you use it, how familiar you are with how it looks, handles, etc. To take advantage of the law of attraction, you must cement your goals into your mind, just as completely as your car. This isn't as easy as it sounds, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Next we will talk about goals, and then get to the heart of how to manifest what you want using the law of attraction. We will do this by telling a story. Once upon a time there was a man named Bob. He was sitting in a manager training class. Bob's trainer was having them set specific goals. For example, I want to be able to track objects in my videos is specific, versus simply saying something like, I will make better videos. While Bob's peers were setting goals like, I want to hit my quota this month, Bob swung for the fences and said, I want to make $100,000 per year by the time I am 30. The trainer, Natalie, praised Bob for such an ambitious goal. Then afterwards, she would periodically reach out to Bob to see how he was progressing. These reminders made the goal like a new car for Bob. Much like you see other people driving around in your same car, Bob would think, which of these new hires will help me reach my goal? How about applying for this future leaders group? He even made a vision board like they talk about in The Secret, though it did not have pictures of mansions or fast cars.
And what was shocking to me was we were living in that house.
It was a post-it note that simply said 100,000 by 30. And 6 months into his 30th year, Bob was promoted to a 6-figure position. So you see, we've now covered everything we need to get to the main event. So let's discuss how to make the law of attraction work for you. The Secret would have you believe that this is as simple as asking for whatever you want and getting it.
It is you just placing your order with the universe.
See yourself living in abundance, and you will attract it. It always works. It works every time with every person.
Rich get richer, poor get poorer. It's all about what these people are predominantly and continually feeling. You provide the feelings of having it now, it will respond.
Let's back that last clip up a bit for the truth.
Action will sometimes be required, but if you're really doing it in line with what the universe is trying to deliver, you provide the feelings of having it now, it will respond.
Did you catch that? He let it slip that you may have to take action. The truth is that action is always required. Step 1. Set your SMART goal. For example, I will buy a brand new red Ford Mustang by the end of next year. Step 2. Invite the goal into your life. This is the second most difficult step, because as you may recall, the goal must actively live in your conscious and subconscious. Ask someone to follow up with you on your progress, like Natalie did for Bob. This can be a mentor, family member, or a friend, anyone you trust to follow through. Put a recurring reminder in your phone's calendar to stay inspired. Visual reminders also work, so put a post-it or picture up somewhere and make it the screensaver on your computer and phone. And finally, find ways to live it. For our example, we could go for a test drive, or better yet, go and rent one for a week. If you have other ideas, please share them in the comments.
See those hands, your fingers, wrapping around the steering wheel of your brand new car.
This is such a holographic experience, so real that you don't even feel like you need the car because it feels like you already have it.
Step 3 is the most difficult step. Be cognizant of anything that matches your goal and act on it. There are 2 parts to this. First, spotting the match that will get you to your goal, and second, acting on it.
Action will be required.
When you do a great job inviting your goal into your life, you will notice things that match your goal. Acting on it is trickier. You may have to go outside your comfort zone. For example, Bob had to make a presentation for 20 executives and do better than half the participants to get into that Future Leaders program. It was the most important thing he did to reach his goal, also the scariest. But if you've made it this far into this video, you are taking this serious enough, and will have the personal courage to do what is necessary.
You see, if you're just looking at what is, then you're just thinking about what is. And when you think about what is, law of attraction gives you more of it.
It may even be as simple as avoiding things that don't match.
And then if you just observe what is, then you're just thinking about what is. And law of attraction gives you more of what is. And then if you just observe, well, we've been over this, haven't we?
Step 4, reassess as needed. Be very careful here. However, there may be times where you need to make slight changes to your goal. Maybe that new red Ford Mustang needs to become a slightly used one. Some small adjustments are okay, but letting yourself off the hook is not. At that point, you are uninviting that goal out of your life.
A lot of people will say, come on, do I have to do that? How bad do you want change?
Step 5, you manifest it. Again, manifesting is about making it happen, and not simply waiting and hoping the universe just gives it to you.
The people who are living in the magic of life have habituated ways of being. They have habituated this process, and magic happens with them wherever they go.
Step 6, set the next, bigger goal. Do this enough, and goals that are unreasonable today become reasonable tomorrow.
There's enough for everyone. If you believe it, if you can see it, if you act from it, it will show up for you. That's the truth.
I wish you all the best in making the law of attraction actually work for you. I am confident that if you follow these steps and put in the work, you can manifest anything you want. It just takes more effort than the self-help gurus in The Secret would have you believe. Craft a strategic goal, center on that goal, find the right actions to take, and make it happen. I'd wish you good luck, but now you won't need it.
Now you understand it. And the more you use it, the more you'll understand it.
Please smash that subscribe button and all the other buttons creators like myself ask you to smash. And see you in the next video.